Okay, this is the worksheet on solving word problems involving length. So let's look at question 84. Fiona jogged from her house to the reservoir and then to the park. How far did she jog all together? So over here I put need working. So you just have to show me the working. So Fiona jogged from her house to the reservoir, okay, which is 248 meters. And then she jogged to the park, which is another 330 meters. So how far does she jog all together? So this is very easy, right? It's just 248 plus 330. 248 plus 330. So you do your working. I must see your working. So it's 578. Alright, so the first question is very easy. Next one. The distance between tower A and tower B is 35 meters. So between tower A and tower B is 35 meters, okay, from A to B. Alright, okay, let me draw in the arrows. Okay, A to B is 35 meters, and then the distance between tower A and tower C is 83 meters. So this is A to C, not B to C. So this time a lot of students get tricked. Tower A and C. So A and C is 83. So 83 meters is from A to C. Okay, so what is the distance between tower B and tower C? So they're asking what's the distance between tower B and C. So this is question mark. Okay, so how do you find this? You have 83 over here. You know down here is 35. So you can find over here just 83 minus 35. You get this distance, right? So this one you just need working. Show me your working. 83 minus 35. Then you get the answer. Alright, okay, next one. Jim walked 365 meters from his house to the post office to send a parcel to his grandmother. He then walked home using the same route. How far did he walk all together? So just show working. So he walked from his house to the post office, 365, and then he walked home again using the same path. So he walked back again. So how far did he walk all together? So he walked here and then back again. So that means it's 365 plus another 365 as he walked back home. So 365 plus 365. This is your working. You add it up and then you get answer. Alright? Okay. Next one. Mark walked to the playground after school. How far did he walk? Okay, so after school, that means he walked from school to the playground. So school to playground. So school, he walked 196 meters and then another 155 meters. So you just add up 196 plus 155 to reach the playground. Okay, you add it up. Is 351. Okay, next one. Mark's brother Jim walked from home to the shopping center. After walking 95 meters, he met his friend Anna. How much further must Jim walk to reach the shopping center? Okay, so Mark's brother Jim walked from home, this is home, okay, his home, to the shopping center. So 155 and then another 130. And then over here it says after walking 95 meters. So from here until maybe he walked until here. And this is 95 meters from here to here. Okay, he stopped here. He met his friend Anna. So over here he met his friend Anna. And then they ask you how much further must Jim walk to reach the shopping center. So from here to here, what is the distance he must walk to reach the shopping center? So how do you find the answer from here to here? So you know, from here all the way to the shopping center is just 155 plus 130. So we do that first. 155 plus 130, okay, which is 285. Okay, if you know from here all the way here is 285, and you know from here to here is 95 meters. You can find the rest of the journey from here to here, right? So it's 285, which is here to here, minus 95, you get from here to here. Alright, so 285 minus 95, it's 190. Okay, so that's the answer. Alright, okay. Next one. On another day, Mark walked to the library after school before walking home. How far did he walk all together? So, Mark walked to the library after school. So, after school again, so he started from school. So, he walked to the library. Okay, then after that, he walked home. So, he walked to the library before he walked back home again. So what's the distance he traveled? So from here to here, he traveled 125 first. And then from here to Mark's house, he traveled another 125 and another 196. So 125 from here to here. Okay, and then back again home is another 125. And then another 196. So you have to plus all this together, okay? If you can do long addition using three of them together, you can do it. But if you cannot, you can do this two first, then after that add 196. So I'm going to do three of them together. So this is 16, and then this is 15. Okay, and then this is 4. So it's 4, 5, 6. Okay? Okay, next one. George wants to go to the cinema. Find the shorter distance from his house to the cinema. So just show your working. So from house to cinema, there are two ways he can walk. One is over here, then here. The other one is over here, then here. So find the shorter route. So we have to find what's the distance of this route and what is the distance of this route, and find which one is shorter. So let's find this route first, okay? So let's call this route A and call this route B. So route A is 350 plus 390, which is equals to 740. Okay, so route A equals to 740. Right? Now route B, 295 plus 450. So 295 plus 450 is equals to 745. So 740 and 745, which one is the shorter route? Route A, 740. So the shorter distance is 740 meters. Alright, okay, next one. Mark and Ben took part in an 800-meter race. When Mark was 235 meters away from the finishing line, Ben was 450 meters away from the starting line. How far apart were the two boys? So over here I said need diagram, very important. This one you have to draw the diagram to be very clear of how to do it. So let's look at the first one. Mark and Ben took part in an 800-meter race. So you know from the starting point, okay, we're going to call this S, this is the starting point, to the finishing point, which is F, okay, this whole distance is 800 meters. Okay, because it's an 800 meters race, right? So from starting to finish is 800 meters, okay? Then next, when Mark was 235 meters away from the finishing line. So we can roughly know where Mark is. So Mark is probably around here. Okay, we're going to put Mark here. And Mark is 235 meters away from the finishing line. So there's 235 between Mark and the finishing line. Okay, so this is 235. Alright, okay, and then Ben was 450 meters away from the starting line. So starting line and Ben, okay, this is Ben. Starting line and Ben is about 450 meters. Okay, I'm not gonna draw the M. I'm not gonna write the M in, okay, to save space. So 450 meters. Okay, so they ask you how far apart were the two boys. So how far are they apart? So what's the distance between Ben and Mark? So the question mark is finding this distance. So you can see 800 is from starting to finish. You got 450 from starting to Ben, and another 235 from mark to finishing. How do you find this distance between Ben and mark? Very easy, right? If you draw the diagram, it's very clear. 800 minus 450 minus 235, you get the distance between Ben and mark, right? So let's do 800 minus 450 first. Okay, which is 350. Then after that, minus 235, which is 115. So the answer is 115. Alright? Okay, next page. Okay, Amelia was at the gym. Her sister was having piano lessons at the music school. Both of them went home at 6 p.m. Amelia stopped at the library to return a book on her way home. How much further did Amelia travel than her sister to reach home? Okay, so Amelia's at the gym, so the gym is here. And then both of them, okay, Amelia went home. So from here, she went back home. But over here it says Amelia stopped at the library to return a book on the way home. So this is the library. So she traveled 175 to the library and then another 595 back home. So this is the distance she traveled back home. And then her sister is having piano lessons and she also went back home. So her sister's over here, music school, and then she traveled 487 meters back home. So how much further did Amelia travel than her sister to reach home? So you're comparing the distance between these two. So you have to minus the distance. Alright, so for Amelia, let's find how far she traveled. So 175 plus 595. 175 plus 595, which is equals to 770. So Amelia traveled 770 meters. Okay, and then we know that her sister traveled 487 meters. So how much further did Amelia travel? It's just 770 minus 487. Okay, you get the answer, and that's your answer. Okay, Sandra jogged 150 meters from her house to the playground. She then walked another 265 meters from the playground to the post office. Find the distance traveled by Sandra. So that's very easy, right? Sandra jogged 150 meters from house to playground. Okay, so this is, she jogged. Alright, and then she walked another 265 meters from playground to post office. So this one, she walked. Okay, and then they ask you find the distance traveled by Sandra. So it's just 150 plus 265, right? Okay, so just need to show the working. Next one, how much further did she walk than jog? So she jogged 150, she walked 265. How much further did she walk? It's just minusing 265, which she walked, minus 150, which she jogged. Okay, so you get the answer for part B. Alright? Okay, next one. The distance from John's house to the market is 250 meters. So the distance from John's house to the market is 250 meters. They wrote it down here already. Okay, then next, the distance from the market to the swimming pool is 80 meters more than the distance from John's house to the market. So the distance from the market to swimming complex is 80 meters more than John's house to market. So let's find the distance from market to swimming complex. So it's 80 meters more than 250, which is John's house to market. Okay, that's what the question say, right? So 250 plus 80, okay, which is equals to 330. So that means this is 330 meters, market to swimming complex. So it's a very long sentence, so you have to digest it. The distance from the market to the swimming complex is 80 meters more than the distance from John's house to market. And John's house to market is 250, so it's 80 meters more than 250, which is 330 meters. Alright, so they ask you, what is the distance from John's house to the swimming complex? John's house to the swimming complex, so you know 330 meters here. So from here to here is just 250 plus 330. Then you get your answer, right? Okay, now the last question. The distance between Bobby's house and the playground is 450 meters. Bobby walked from his house to the playground to meet his friends. After walking 280 meters, he stopped and walked back to a tuck shop to buy some snacks and bottled drinks to share with his friends. If the tuck shop was 205 meters from the playground, how far did he walk back? So very long story. So over here I gave you a hint. You need to draw a diagram, okay? A diagram is very important. So, okay, the distance between Bobby's house and playground is 450 meters. Let's draw that in first. Okay. So this is Bobby's house to playground. Okay, Bobby's house to playground is 450 meters. Okay, next one. Bobby walked from his house to the playground to meet his friends. Okay, after walking 280 meters, he stopped and walked back to a tuck shop. Okay, so after walking 280 meters, so let's write in where 280 meters. Okay, maybe 280 meters around here. So that's where he stopped. Okay, so this is 280 meters. Okay, I'm gonna write it over here. Okay, 280. Okay, 280 here to here, and then over here he stopped and walked back to a tuck shop to buy snacks. So over here is the tuck shop. I'm going to call it T. Okay, so if the tuck shop is 205 meters from the playground, okay, so we have another number, 205 meters from the playground. So tuck shop to playground is 205. So this tuck shop and this is playground. So it's 205, it's from here to the tuck shop, which is over here. Right? Okay. So how far did he walk back? So they are asking you, what is this distance? How far did he walk back? Because he stopped here and walked back to a tuck shop, right? So what is this distance? Okay, so this one is a very difficult question. So I'm going to put a star over here. So the first thing you have to do is from here to here is 450 meters. If 450 meters minus 205 meters, what do you get? So 450 minus 250, this is 250, right? You get the distance from Bobby's house to the tuck shop. Am I right? So let's do this first. 450 minus 205, which is equals to 245. So this is here to here is 205. So here to here will be 245. Okay, this is 245. Am I right? Okay, 245 plus 205, you get 450. Okay, so how do you find this distance now? Now, can you see you have this distance to this distance, which is 280. And you have this distance to this distance, which is 245. So you can find this distance, right? It's just 280 minus 245. You get this distance. Am I right? So this is a very difficult question, right? 280 minus 245. You get this distance. Okay, so let's minus it. So the answer is 35 meters. Alright, so this is the very last question, which is the most difficult question. So remember to draw in your diagram, alright? So just diagram and working.